Hello! Welcome to another tutorial on Audacity for the Heads Seniors Computer Club. Audacity is a freeware program which can be used to record audio and edit audio from your laptop's built-in microphone or an external microphone or external device such as a record player. In this video we will cover the basic tools and buttons that you need to use to make an audio file of either your voice or some music. Firstly, we'll look at recording your voice using the computer's built-in microphone. If you've got a laptop, that's no problem. If you've got a desktop, then you might need an external microphone. But before we launch Audacity, I want to show you a way to test your microphone, because many of laptops' microphones may be set too low to make a recording. What you need to do is go down to the system tray, right at the bottom right hand side near where the time and the date are. Find the picture of the speaker, where it says speakers. Now you won't see that on the recording because the recording doesn't capture down the bottom there. Right click on the speaker and choose an option that says recording devices. Now you'll see this pop up now, recording devices. And what you'll notice, there are two options there. The microphone means the built-in microphone of this laptop. Line in is if you've got a desktop or you want to make a recording from a record player, you plug in a line into the special place that goes for the microphone. Anyway, we're talking through this microphone. You can see that my volume level is coming through. I can speak really loud and it goes right up, so you know that this one's okay. But if you, in your computer, if you don't see that green line going up, click on where it says microphone, so it goes blue, it's selected, and choose properties down the bottom here. And then you can go to a tab called levels. And on levels, you'll notice the microphone I've set to 100. Normally it's set quite low, so you might want to push that right up to 100. Unless you've got a really good microphone, you might want to drop it down, but normally you have to push it right up. And on this laptop I had to even increase the microphone boost to 30 dB so that the levels were right. So once you've done that, you're sure that you're getting a level, then we know that we can record with Audacity. Now we're going to start Audacity, assuming that you've got it installed on your computer. If not, go back to the first tutorial and find out how to install it. The icon should be somewhere on your desktop. Double click and you'll notice that you'll get the welcome message coming up. As I said in the previous tutorial, that's got some great little links to help files, manuals, and a wiki with all sorts of tutorials on it. Very handy. So click OK to close that window and you'll notice you start off a basic Audacity screen. A couple of things to point out. I'll just bring that down a little bit. You'll notice that there are 6 buttons on the left here, and they look very much like the old-fashioned cassette recorder with a pause button. You see, if you hover over it, you get the name play, which it says you can also hit the space button. That's the stop, which also space will stop. That's skip to the start of the recording. That's skip to the end of the recording, and the last one, the big red button for record. That's the most important one that we'll be using. Notice a couple of other things too. On the microphone levels, you'll have to test this, but I've had to adjust mine really high, so right up to there, so that the recording is reasonably good. You'll have to play with that depending on what you're recording and get it to the right level. I'll show you a bit more about that as we go along. This speaker here is the playback level, so you can put that right up. It might be too loud, or just have it where I do in the middle there so you can hear it. Now, they're the things on the left hand side. There are some buttons in the middle here which I'll explain. They are the selection tool, so when we get to select the audio we will use that. There is a zoom tool for making the audio track larger or smaller, and a time shift tool, which I'll explain in a second. Then there's the envelope tool, the draw tool, which you hardly ever need to use, and the multi-tool mode, which I know nothing about at this stage. The other buttons that are very important are, just like in Microsoft Word, there's the scissors for cut, there's the copy, the two pages there, and there's the paste clipboard. So they're very important. We'll be using those quite a lot. And also notice that and underneath here where it tells you what microphone you're going to be using, so we know that we're using the built-in microphone. If you put to plug in an external device, then it would pop up. I'll see if I can demonstrate that for you as I talk. I think it's this one. I'll try that. As you see, the computer's recognized that I've plugged in line in, so I will then need to select the line in, say OK, and likely at that point you might have lost audio, I'm not sure. So that's how you would do that. But at the moment we'll just stick with the microphone as it is. And you would see it down there if you wanted to use it. Next one, of course, tells you whether you're going to record a mono or stereo track. That's very important. Voice, when you're recording just your voice, then mono is fine. But if you're going to record your old records or tapes, then you'll need to change that to a stereo track. It might come up stereo to start with, so for voice you change it back to mono. Okay, next step. I'm going to record a very simple track and just show you how to do that, because that's really how we get to test this program, is to play with it by doing some simple things. So I'm going to hit the record button, and you'll notice that the audio on this track may stop. I'll just have to play with that, see how we go. Okay, you can hear my voice now, and it's coming through quite loud. You can see the different wavelengths of my voice. I'm going to stop that right there and see if that'll play back. Play back.